Hello everyone, I'm Deb from Cooking with Mo and Deb. Mo's on her way and we're going to be making some chicken parmesan, but I wanted to get a little head start and I thought I'd just tell you about the chicken that I'm using. I like to use these that are individually packaged. This is from Harvest Farms. There's, I think Purdue maybe has one. This one was on sale at my grocery store today. That's why I bought this one. But they're already cut down. The size is a much better size for making things for eating, and I like to use these because it's just a lot easier. It is a little more expensive, so if you're having to cook a whole bunch of chicken, you may not want to go that route. But you do want, when you're making chicken parmesan, to have smaller sized pieces, and that's why I like these. Even though they are pretty small, I'm still kind of I've got these laid out on my cutting board with some plastic wrap over them, and I'm still thinning them out just a little bit because I want all these to be about the same size so they'll cook in about the same amount of time. And even though these are smaller, they usually have a kind of a thicker section. And so I'm just pounding them out just a little bit so that they'll all be about the same size. So they're ready now. When Mo gets here, we're going to continue on. You can see I've got my station set up. We're going to be dipping all these chicken pieces into a lot of good stuff. And we're going to tell you all about it. So we'll be back in a little while to show you everything. Let's make a tomato sauce for our chicken parm. In a stock pot, add avocado oil, onion, and garlic and let that cook. After it's cooked, you'll add chopped Roma tomatoes and let those cook until the tomatoes are tender, and add salt and pepper and 2 cans of crushed tomatoes and let those cook until they come to a boil. Okay, so Mo's here.
Hello, everybody.
And we're making chicken parmesan for dinner tonight, and I want to show you how to do it. My son loves chicken parm.
Chicken parm. So this is something you've made a lot.
I have, but this is a specific recipe that I have not made before.
Okay.
And I'm making everything from scratch.
Okay.
I made the marinara for it. Mm-hmm. The pasta is cooking in the background. I didn't make the pasta from scratch, but I don't go that far.
But now, if you wanted to use like a jar of marinara, you could.
Okay.
Yes,
All right. You could. So as I showed you before, I've got my chicken ready, and I took a mallet and kind of pounded it out because I want it all to be an even thickness.
Okay, good.
So we're going to turn the camera over so you can see what we're going to do with the chicken.
Look at all this spread Deb has prepared.
I got my whole setup. So our first little station here is all it is flour, 1 cup of flour.
Is it just all-purpose flour?
All-purpose flour.
Okay.
And some pepper.
Alrighty.
And some salt. And then I'm using a little fork just to mix it up.
Okay.
So this one is going to be 3 eggs, which I'll do that.
Okay.
And I want you to do this one.
Okay.
We're going to dip our chicken into each one of these. Okay. So this one will be 2 cups of panko, a half of a cup of shredded Parmesan.
Okay.
And that's just the panko right there. And then 1 tablespoon of parsley, 1 tablespoon of oregano, and a half of a teaspoon of paprika.
Now,
so if you want to just mix those in.
I started to say your panko looks like it's been doctored up.
It hasn't. It's what I bought. It's an Italian style panko.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I'm sure it's got, it's got some things in it.
It looks like it's got parsley.
Yeah, it probably does.
Okay.
But it is the Italian style that I bought.
It smells really good. Okay. So let's go. So what am I doing?
You mix these things. 1 tablespoon of these 2 and a half a teaspoon of that.
So 2 cups of panko.
Yeah. And I will stir up the flour mixture. And then I'm going to do the eggs.
Okay.
3 eggs.
1 tablespoon of parsley.
1 tablespoon, yes. 1.
And how much oregano?
1 tablespoon.
Oh, okay.
There's my 3 eggs. This recipe did not put anything except eggs in here. No milk or anything. So I'm just going to mix up those eggs. Let me wash my hands.
I'm going to borrow your little fork here.
All right.
Smells good.
I'm just going to mix up the eggs. So I did, like I showed you earlier, I pounded out my chicken. But what I'm going to do now is I want to put some salt and pepper on my chicken cutlets. So I'm going to just sprinkle them a little with salt.
How much paprika goes in here?
1 teaspoon.
Everything's a teaspoon.
And pepper.
And
I'm going to flip them over and do the same thing on the other side. I want them to be good and seasoned up.
I'm sorry, Deb. I'm not a listener today. Does the Parmesan go into this mixture too?
Yes, it does.
Sorry, y'all. I
More
wasn't
salt
listening
and
good.
pepper.
I didn't have my kindergarten listening ears on. All right. Oh, yum. This smells so good.
Okay. Oh, man, the pepper smells really good. Okay, so now we're ready to, let me mix this. Good. I want to get my eggs mixed up a little more. And then we're going to be ready to dip our chicken cutlets into each one of these.
All right. Mine's ready.
Okay. All right, I think the eggs are ready. So for each one, we'll take one and get it all floured up really good. And then we'll dip it in egg, just like this. And then I'll drop it in the panko, and you can
take it from there.
And I laid that plate for you to lay them on.
Deb is so prepared. She must have been a Girl Scout.
I was home early today, and when I can prepare, when I have time to think,
it makes all the difference in the world.
It makes a lot of difference for me, because I am I gotta have everything just laid out.
Deb is not a fly by the seat of her pants kind of gal.
Never ever have I been that way.
Oh, look here, boy, that looks yummy.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Now what we're gonna do with these is take them to the stovetop. I'm going to heat up some butter and oil, avocado oil in a pan.
Okay.
And we're going to cook them on each side for about 8 minutes or until the internal temperature is 165. These may not take the whole 8 minutes because they're kind of thin, so I'm just going to watch them until I check them and see about how done they are.
Okay, I'll get that one.
Let's get the other side good. All right, so we're going to finish covering these, and then we'll bring you back when we've got them over in the skillet. Okay, our avocado oil is in the pan with some butter, and I'm just adding our panko covered chicken to the pan.
Those covered so well.
They did, and I don't know if it's because there was flour, egg, panko, because I've tried it different ways.
Yeah, the breading is staying on them because of the egg.
Look at them.
Yeah. Man,
I believe I probably do egg, then flour, and then panko, and sometimes it don't stay. So
do your
flour first,
and then your egg.
I'm not going to crowd this pan either. I'm going to save these other two. No, I'm going to give them room to work.
Okay.
And
so how many minutes on each side?
Well,
about 8.
About 8. But it depends. I'm going to watch them because they're thin cuts, and so I don't want to overcook them. I really don't think they're going to take but 8 minutes total, probably.
Okay, so while they're cooking, I want to show everybody this yummy homemade marinara.
That's the marinara that we made a little while ago.
I'm going to bring it over there, Deb.
It's heavy. That pan's heavy.
That pan is heavy. Look at
this is our marinara that we made. Tomatoes, onions, garlic.
Smells marvelous.
it's going to be such a pretty plate too.
And
We're
you're going to have the recipe for that on there,
I will
right?
have every bit of this recipe online. Yes.
I'm going to try a bite of that then.
And then the pasta is already done. I just had thin spaghetti. If you want to use, what is it called?
Fettuccine?
Fettuccine works really well. Regular spaghetti, I had thin spaghetti, so that's what I used. How is it? Does it need anything?
No, it just needs a big bowl so I can eat it.
So, and I also am going to put, gotta have some mozzarella cheese on your chicken parm. So when the cutlets come out, I'm going to put a slice of mozzarella cheese on them, and we'll put them into the oven just for a few minutes so that it can melt. And then we'll build our plate. So I'm going to let these cook. I can't wait. And we'll be back in just a little bit.
Hey, everybody.
Chicken parm's coming out of the oven. I put mozzarella cheese slices on top and put it into the oven on broil. Let me get the last two out. Melted Parmesan. And then I sprinkled a little bit of parsley.
No, melted mozzarella.
What did I say? Parmesan? Okay. I don't know what I'm
That's
saying.
why you have me, Deb. I'm here. I'm your little angel on your
mozzarella.
shoulder. Telling you what you meant to say.
I cut slices of mozzarella for my chicken Parmesan, and I'm sprinkling some parsley on top. Give it a little green prettiness. Yes. So our chicken is done, and our pasta is done, and our sauce is done.
Sauce.
So let me get a plate.
Marinara sauce, y'all.
Let's plate one.
I can't stand it. It's so good. I'm so ready to eat. And Tink is on his way over, and he is going to love it.
So let's plate one. Let's put a pasta on the plate.
Okay, pasta on the plate.
And then we'll put some sauce on the plate.
Just for piggies. Little sauce on the plate.
Oh, that looks good. Good? Yep. And then we'll put a chicken on the plate. We let our chicken cook to 165.
Oh, my.
And there we go.
You want some sauce on the...
Oh,
look, Jake. You want some sauce on the top of it?
A little bit on top.
Look, y'all. Oh, my goodness.
Chicken Parmesan.
So good.
Let's go eat. Bye.
Yum.